Writing. Welcome back, CoinQuest World. If you're passionate about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories behind everyday money, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and widely collected coins in American history, the Jefferson nickel. This 5-cent coin may look ordinary, but don't let its simple appearance fool you. Behind its design lies a rich history, iconic imagery, and the potential for rare and valuable finds that could surprise even experienced collectors. From unique mint marks to wartime compositions, the Jefferson nickel has secrets that many people still don't know about. Whether you're a beginner just starting your coin collecting journey or a seasoned collector searching for your next big discovery, this video will guide you through what makes the Jefferson nickel so special and which ones you should be looking for right now. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might just realize that a simple nickel in your pocket could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update from Thumbs Up. The 1995 D. Jefferson nickel may look like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but for serious collectors, this small coin can hide surprising value. Many people spend it without a second thought, yet some high-grade examples and rare varieties can sell for far more than face value. The Denver Mint produced more than 888 million of these nick in 1995, making it common in circulation, but condition is everything. Standard, uncirculated examples are usually worth around 61 cents to $1.24, while special full-step specimens can be worth dramatically more depending on grade. Use thatcoinbook.com+1. When you hold a 1995 D. Jefferson nickel, the first thing to check is the Mintmark. The D. Mintmark means it was struck at the Denver Mint. On the front, you will see Thomas Jefferson with the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," while the reverse shows Monticello with 5 cents and United States of America. It is not a silver coin. It is made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams. Many people mistake its silver color for real silver, but true silver Jefferson nickels were only made during the wartime years of 1942 to 1945. Use thatcoinbook.com+1. What makes one 1995 D nickel ordinary and another extremely valuable is the strike quality, especially something called full steps. On the reverse, look closely at the steps of Monticello. If all the steps are clearly visible and fully separated without breaks, collectors call it a full steps coin, often marked as FS. These are much harder to find because most coins were weakly struck. A normal circulated nickel may be worth only 5 cents, but a strong full steps example in top mint state can jump into serious collector money. CoinAuctionShelf.com+2. Some of the highest grade 1995 D full steps nickels have reached values that surprise even experienced collectors. Price guides show that regular 1995 D mint state nickels range from only a few cents up to modest collector value, but the full steps version can reach hundreds and premium examples can approach $1,000 depending on certification and condition. That is why experts always recommend checking the steps carefully before spending an old nickel. A tiny detail can create a massive difference in price. Graysheet.com. Errors are another reason this coin can become exciting. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, die cracks, clipped planchets, and unusual strike weakness can all increase desirability. Some collectors also search for dramatic die varieties where letters look doubled or the design appears shifted. These mistakes happen during the minting process and can transform a common coin into a rare collector target. The more dramatic and well-preserved the error, the stronger the demand from buyers in auctions and private sales. Collectors should also understand the importance of grading. A worn pocket coin that has passed through thousands of hands may never rise much above face value, but a coin preserved in mint condition without scratches, stains, or damage can attract real attention. Professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC help confirm authenticity and condition. A certified high-grade 1995 D-nickel with full steps is far more trusted in the market than an ungraded coin sold with only a personal opinion attached to it. Many treasure hunters search bankrolls, hoping to find this hidden gem. Since the coin is still common enough to appear in circulation, people often discover it in pocket change, old jars, family collections, and inherited coin boxes. This creates the thrill, finding something valuable where nobody expected it. A person might ignore a nickel for years, only to discover later that it holds collector value because of strike quality or a rare mint error hiding in plain sight. One mistake people make is believing every 1995 D nickel is worth thousands or millions. The truth is more selective. Most are common coins with small collector premiums, but the exceptional ones, the sharply struck full steps coins or major errors, are the pieces that command strong prices. The dream of becoming rich overnight comes from rarity, not simply the date. Knowledge is what separates a spender from a collector and a finder from a seller. If you believe you have a special example, never clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy collector value instantly because buyers want original surfaces, not polished metal. Store it safely, examine it under strong light, and compare the details carefully. Sometimes a coin that looks ordinary under normal light reveals rare doubling or sharp full steps under magnification. Patience is often worth more than rushing to sell. So, if you have a 1995 D Jefferson Nickels sitting quietly in your collection, do not ignore it too quickly. This little 5-cent coin may not be silver, but in the right condition, it can still become a prize worth far more than its face value. Check the Mintmark, inspect the steps, look for errors, and protect the surface. A single overlooked nickel could be the small discovery that changes your collecting journey forever. And sometimes, the smallest coin carries the biggest surprise. The 1964 D. Jefferson nickel is one of those coins that many people ignore, yet, in the right condition, it can be worth far more than just 5 cents. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary coin from pocket change, carrying the familiar portrait of President Thomas Jefferson and the famous words, "In God We Trust." But hidden among millions of these coins are rare examples that collectors chase with serious passion. While most common pieces remain face value, the rare high-grade specimens, full steps varieties, and dramatic mint errors have sold for hundreds, thousands, and even astonishing 5-figure prices. That is why many collectors inspect every 1964 D nickel carefully before spending it. Some MS 66 full steps examples have reached major auction prices, and rare RPM varieties have brought over $19,000 depending on condition. Old Coin Online +1. One important truth many people do not realize is that the 1964 D nickel is not actually a silver coin, even though many believe it is, because 1964 was the last year for 90% silver dimes and quarters. Jefferson Nickels from 1964 were made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, not silver. This makes people overlook them, thinking they are ordinary. Yet, that is exactly why valuable examples survive in circulation today. The Denver Mint produced a huge number of these coins, which means finding one is easy, but finding the right one is the challenge. Condition is everything. A worn example may only be worth 5 cents, while a sharply struck, untouched mint state example can become a collector's dream. Old Coin Online +1. The biggest secret behind major value is something called full steps, often written as FS. On the reverse side of the coin, under Monticello, there are steps that must appear fully visible and uninterrupted. Most coins from 1964 were struck so heavily and quickly that these steps were weak or incomplete. But when a coin shows 5 or 6 full steps with strong detail, collectors pay serious money. This small detail can transform an ordinary nickel into a treasure. Some certified full steps examples have sold for thousands of dollars, and special strike examples have gone far beyond that, proving how one tiny design feature can completely change a coin's destiny. Old Coin Online +2. Another powerful value booster is the famous 1964 D/D repunched Mintmark, also called RPM. This happens when the D Mintmark for Denver was punched into the die more than once, creating a doubled or shadow-like appearance. Under magnification, this extra impression can be seen near the Mintmark, and collectors love this variety. It is considered one of the strongest and most desirable Jefferson nickel errors from the year. Some examples in top condition have sold for thousands, while exceptional pieces have crossed the $19,000 mark at auction. This proves that even the smallest letter on a coin can create life-changing value for the lucky owner. CoinValueChecker.com +1. Double die errors also make the 1964 D nickel highly collectible. These errors happen when the die receives a doubled impression during production, creating visible doubling on words like Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, the date, or even details of Jefferson's face. Strong double dies are always exciting because they are easy for collectors to spot and difficult to find in sharp condition. Depending on the strength of the doubling and the grade of the coin, values can jump from a few dollars to hundreds, or even more. For many collectors, discovering a double die in a coin jar feels like finding hidden treasure in plain sight. Old Coin Online +1. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet errors also make this coin famous. These are dramatic mint mistakes where the coin may be struck off the center, missing part of its edge, or struck on the wrong metal blank entirely. Such pieces often look strange and attract immediate attention. Collectors pay premiums because these mistakes escaped the mint and became accidental rarities. A wrong planchet strike or a dramatic off-center example can sell for hundreds or even over $1,000 depending on the error and grade. These are the kinds of coins that make collectors stop and stare. Old Coin Online +1. There is also an interesting variety where the word E pluribus unum appears to read almost like pluritus because heavy die polishing weakened the letter B. Many collectors find this variety exciting because it looks like a spelling mistake on the coin itself. It is not as famous as the RPM, but it still draws attention and can command collector interest when clearly visible. This shows how even a tiny change in lettering can turn an everyday nickel into something worth saving rather than spending. Reddit collectors have discussed this exact variety with excitement, proving how popular these unusual finds remain among hobbyists. Reddit +1. Many beginners make the mistake of thinking every 1964 D nickel is automatically valuable. That is simply not true. Because billions were made, most are common and worth only face value. Even coin collectors on Reddit often remind new finders that an ordinary circulated 1964 D nickel is just 5 cents unless it has a special feature, strong error, or exceptional preservation. The real money is in rarity, not just the date. This is why professional grading from services like PCGS or NGC becomes important for serious finds. A certified coin with a top grade can be trusted by buyers and can sell for dramatically more than a raw coin. Reddit +1. If you think you have one of these valuable nickels, the first step is simple: never clean it. Cleaning destroys collector value and can turn a potentially expensive coin into an ordinary one. Instead, examine the Mintmark, the steps of Monticello, the lettering, and the strike quality under good light or magnification. Compare it carefully, and if it looks unusual, consider professional grading. Many people have accidentally spent coins worth hundreds because they did not recognize what they had. Knowledge is